And if Mrs. Rosario has something about one of those
It's Dr.
standards,
Rosario. Thank you,
if
sir.
Mrs. Rosario has something about one
Dr.
of
Rosario.
At the Greensboro, North Carolina City Council, that was Zoning Commissioner Tony Collins. He refused to address this woman by her title, Doctor.
you know, I'm sorry, your name says on here, Carrie Rosario. Hey, Carrie.
It's Dr. Rosario.
Dr. Carrie Rosario has a doctorate degree in health education. She works as a professor at the University of North Carolina in Greensboro.
Please, sir, call me as I would like to be called. That's how I'm identified.
It doesn't really matter. We're here.
It matters to me. It matters to me. And out of respect, I would like you to call me by the name that I'm asking you to call me by. Thank you.
Your screen says Carrie Rosario.
I'm verbalizing my name is Dr. Carrie Rosario. And it really speaks very negatively of you as a commissioner to be disrespectful.
The Greensboro, North Carolina City Council agreed that Collins was being disrespectful, and they have now fired him. Hello, everybody. I'm David Shuster, and thanks for joining us. The vote on the City Council determining Zoning Commissioner Collins was unanimous. Members said his exchange was outrageous. Dr. Carrie Rosario is 38 years old. She was participating in the virtual zoning meeting to weigh in on a new development that she fears might threaten her neighborhood's drinking water. Councilwoman Sharon Hightower attended the meeting and said to Zoning Commissioner Collins, quote, "This is the ultimate disrespect of black people by one that is white and feels entitled and privileged to say and behave whatever with no consequences. This is what we deal with as African Americans." For her part, Dr. Rosario told Inside Edition it felt like a combination of racism and sexism.
I did see that, this is at the intersection of both racism and sexism, even if it's not something that was intent in Mr. Collins's heart.
After Zoning Commissioner Collins was fired, he called Dr. Rosario and left a message for her apologizing. Dr. Rosario says she has accepted the apology and hopes this will be a learning experience for everybody. Collins runs a local construction company, and he does seem to have become more enlightened by all of this. He has now told local reporters that he understands his comments were out of line. Quote, "There is no good excuse for my interaction with Dr. Rosario, so I will not try to offer one. Citizens deserve better." Collins is right. We need more citizen engagement in our communities, not less. And that means showing more understanding at the outset to people who have traditionally been ignored or marginalized. Younger women are often dismissed at every level of our society just because of how they look. And this gets compounded when a younger woman is also African American. This professor was wise to introduce herself as Dr. Rosario to put everybody on notice about her background and to give her concerns more legitimacy. A doctorate degree is worthy of great respect. And if somebody with that academic achievement shows up at a city council or zoning meeting to advocate on any issue, participants should be thrilled. Unfortunately, there is an anti-intellectual strain that runs deeply through too much of our society. We saw it a few months ago when a Wall Street Journal op-ed mocked the idea of calling the First Lady, Jill Biden, Dr. Jill Biden. Apparently, in some quarters of our society, PhDs are meaningless. This needs to change, and thankfully, it is changing. The Greensboro, North Carolina City Council acted swiftly, and that itself is progress.